that cost us games last year, penalties. Put the ball on the ground, one of the young backs did, but we recovered it. We had center quarterback exchange problems with the third group, which, I mean, it's the third group, but it's still unacceptable. So those things start to snowball. I mean, it starts with the third group, and then they'll start to snowball with the first. So we expect every group to be able to handle the quarterback center exchange. But as far as competing, again, the guys are competing their tails off. We're not always executing the way we want them to execute, but we're playing fast, and I like seeing that. We got some guys that are taking false steps, and the little things that we talked about. When you take a false step, you get hooked, and the offense has circled you. We've got to be better at that. Those things are all the little things that we've been talking about all camp. But for the most part, this has been our first scrimmage. Like I said, I thought we competed our tails off, and I'm happy with that. We got a long ways to go. We understand that, but we still got time to get things corrected.
Things like that be expected in the first scrimmage?
Yes, I mean, some of the little things that we saw, with the penalties, and we got 3 offensive linemen, starters out up front. We got some young guys in there, and some might see that as a negative. I see that as a positive. That's a chance for us to paint the picture that this gives us an opportunity to develop some depth, and we expect those young guys to understand the snap count. Don't flinch, and we had too many flinching up front on both sides of the ball. So we got to take advantage of opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities out there for some young offensive linemen for us to feel comfortable enough to put them in the game. They're getting a lot of snaps, and they got to make those snaps count.
You spent most of the spring working on the passing game. Now that you're one scrimmage deep in fall camp, where does that stand? Is it better? Is it where you want it to be?
It's definitely a lot better. I'm really happy with the way Morgan is. We're not always completing all the passes. I understand that. You guys understand that he's not there yet. But his eyes, his reads, his checks, protecting himself, all those things, he's been right on point with, and I'm proud of that. Now we've got to start throwing and catching the ball a little bit better. It starts with the protection though too. You can't have people in on the quarterback's face, and a lot of that has to do with we've got some young offensive linemen that are in there that are trying to earn some depth points, and that's what they're doing. We got our starters will all be back. If they don't have interest, it should keep them out long. But these young guys got to take advantage of this opportunity.
Who's out other than Stewart?
The center's a little bang.